Welcome to another RSR. Tonight, I'm giving you my thoughts on the news of John Herdman resigning from Toronto FC. He is no longer the manager. He left on Black Friday, resigned on Black Friday. Couldn't make the video then, Egg Bowl. Couldn't make it Saturday, playoffs. Today, we're going to make the video. A little bit late, but you know what? Better late than never. I'm still going to tell you what I think. John Herdman is no longer the manager of Toronto FC. He is gone. He is resigned. In his eyes, he says, due to philosophical differences with the front office, with Keith Pelly, with Jason Hernandez, with Marco Nepi. What he really meant was, yeah, the drone scandal's coming for me. I'm screwed. Bye. But, you know, at least there's no war in Ba Sing Se is pretty much what he pulled. We know what it's for, but if you don't know, well, I guess you don't know, but who knows? There is no war in Ba Sing Se. There is no drone scandal in Canada, says John Herdman. But am I mad about him leaving? No. Was I shocked that it happened the way it did? Yes. Was I shocked that he's gone? No. Was I shocked it went down the way it went down? He just basically says, I'm gone on Black Friday, which technically, even for Canadians, that's a holiday. Canadian Thanksgiving's a month earlier than American Thanksgiving. They may still watch NFL football. In some college, if they play on Thanksgiving, by the way, move the Egg Bowl back to Thanksgiving. That's the only place it should be on, American Thanksgiving Day. But I digress. See, if we didn't have that problem, I could have talked about this when it happened. The SEC went and screwed it up, but whatever. But John Herdman, not surprised he's gone. I'm surprised it went down the way it did, just so abruptly. I kind of felt like he'd hold on for dear life. That's the way that man is. For better or for worse, John Herdman will hold on for dear life. He's a very cavalier man. A very cavalier coach, a very cavalier man. And normally, you know what? Props. In this case, even he couldn't hold on for dear life. He leaves without a fuss, gives Toronto some time to hire a new manager, and move on. Now, was John Herdman even that good of a manager for Toronto FC over his 1 year and one game? No. Did he basically throw Terry Dunfield under the bus in 2023 when he got hired but sat in the coach's box for 2 months, writing in his notebook, seeing what needed to be changed, conducting an organizational review that, ironically enough, a year later happened again through Marco Nepi and Keith Pelly and Jason Hernandez? What did you review, Drone Boy? What did you review? I'd like to know. Can I tell you why I know that's bullshit that you reviewed things? Because you were just throwing Terry Dunfield under the bus, so your win-loss record didn't look like shit. You still lost on decision day in 2023. But then you had a really good start to 2024. You did get more points than we did in 2023. You did take us off the bottom of the table. Ironically enough, we lost the best points record in MLS history the year after we earned it. We also lost the worst points record in MLS history the year after we won that, because San Jose was worse than us. Thank God. San Jose legit finished with less points, actually, than Toronto did in 2023. So, San Jose, you got problems. You want John Herdman? Oh, wait. They hired Bruce Arena. My bad. Why do I feel like that's going to fail? I feel like that's just like the worst version of the Revs. situation? We're going to find out. We'll see if any former Revs go over to San Jose, but that's also beside the point. I digress. But John Herdman legit threw Terry Dunfield under the bus in 2023. Has a arguably good season compared to what the hell happened in 2023. Like, it's good because he went from the worst team to barely out of the playoffs and over the playoff line until the time it mattered to be above the playoff line. The last 2 weeks of the season. They really, really bottled that, my God. How, seriously, they stayed above the playoff line from week 1 to week 33. Match 34, they're above the playoff line until they lose. And then they get eliminated an hour later. They don't even play on decision day. It didn't matter. They were out. And I think even if decision day went the way it did and they didn't play and still weren't eliminated yet, they still probably would have been eliminated. So, yeah. But hey, you know what? Canadian Championship Final, instead of getting knocked out right off the bat, a Leagues Cup knockout stage, barely out of the playoffs, that's an upgrade. Even though the team was horribly flawed in their performance, it was good-ish. Started amazing. Then they realized he was just a motivation merchant. They basically lost it. When they finally spiraled, they just couldn't get out of the spiral, except for rare moments. There was a little bit of a bounce, a little bit of a reflex bounce after Larea, Bernadeschi, etc., came back, or Larea came back. Bernadeschi never left. My bad. Osorio and Larea came back. Bernadeschi played well. I don't think he's a guy that should be moved. I mean, yeah, if they give a good offer for him, you look at it. He's not unmovable, but for now, I think we should keep him. Insigne needs to go. He threw Bradley under the bus, rightfully so. He saw that Herdman was a bullshit merchant, threw him under the bus, never even played for Terry. Whether he was on the pitch or not, he didn't even play for him. So basically, that's 3 managers, and nope, try it all. Bernadeschi stayed bought in, no matter what. He did stay bought in. And he tried. But the problem is, you got a guy like Insigne, you pay him 10 plus million, above 10 million. You expect him to do more than what he's done. You know he's better than that. That's the problem. And he gave up. He gave up. And you could say, but he knows he's getting slaughtered, per se, in this war, in this siege. Might as well get slaughtered over here instead of with everybody else. You can make that argument. I don't think that's the argument. Like, I get the ideal if you look at it that way, but I don't. I look him up. I look at Insigne as a punk-ass quitter. A punk-ass quitter. That's what I look at him as. Who's lost it maybe because of age, but also being a punk-ass quitter. Let him go. Bernadeschi at least fought. He ran into those sieges and took a lick and kept on ticking. You know? Fine. But to me, John Herdman was a fraud anyway. Yeah, good job making the World Cup, and you did well with the Canadian women, which turns out all that was bullshit. You're a drone activist. You're a drone enthusiast. And the men's performance, I guess, was bullshit too. You're a drone enthusiast. They told you to stop using drones, and I think there was a report that there was a drone around the Forge game, the first leg of Forge training, before the first leg of that tournament tie. So he basically used drones until he couldn't no more. Drone enthusiast. Hey, I got an idea, John. If you can't coach football anymore, start a drone shop. I'm sure you're very interested in that idea. Go ask Mr. Wonderful. Go ask Mr. Wonderful to freaking finance it. Do it. Do it, Drone Boy. Hey, Drone Boy's drones. That's a perfect idea. Drone Boy's drones. Yeah. Drone Boy's drones. Lovely. Or Drone Boy's Drone Emporium. Love it. I love it. That's amazing. I love that. I love that. Johnny's Leftover Emporium. If you're going to sell corded mouses too. Somebody said you should do that too. So, hey, Johnny's Leftover Emporium and Drone Emporium. Oh my God, dear God. I'm not mad he's gone. I really ain't. I'm more worried about what the future holds, frankly. If we're hiring Jim Curtin, I don't want Jim Curtin, because you know what that means? A total rebuild. Again. See, would it be smart for them to actually rebuild it and actually rebuild the academy and actually make the academy worth the shit? Yes. Is Jim Curtin going to see the end of that 3-year run or 4-year run of making the academy worth the shit and actually have them contribute at the MLS level? No. No Toronto fan truly wants 4 more years of this shit. Especially going into the World Cup. Like, hey, maybe we could somehow succeed and bandage it together until the World Cup, somehow succeed, get people into it, and then rebuild. And maybe a year after and then rebuild. But Jim Curtin's not a right now move. But the problem is if they don't do it now, if they go for him, they probably won't get him. But honestly, I don't want Jim Curtin. I don't think it's the right move for the fan base. Maybe it's the right move for the actual squad, but I think the way he works, I think you can rebuild the academy while making the team competitive and pushing them forward. And then when it's time for the academy kids to come up and actually contribute and actually be worth a shit for once, they actually are. And by the way, don't trade the ones who actually have potential. Stop doing it. That's part of it. So, no, I don't think Jim Curtin fits what this club needs because I don't think he's going to do it the way this club deserves. Yes, he will fix the academy, but he's going to kneecap the main team to do it. Because he ain't going, even if he has money to spend, he won't spend it. That's not the way. You could say, but they don't want to spend money in Philly. You don't know. You don't know if he would actually spend money if he had the chance. I don't think he'll realize he has money to spend. I think the man is legitimately frugal. I mean, look at the way he dresses. I think the man is legitimately frugal even with billionaires' money. Look at him. He will kneecap this team, bring up the academy. Whether that means he plays the academy kids right now, ones that are actually on the precipice, or, so no, I don't want Jim Curtin. Unless you want to sit through 3 more years of this bullshit. I was already happy of getting off rock bottom. You want to go closer to that? No. I think we can build the team while building the academy, but also trying to succeed and not piss away 3 years, especially right before a home World Cup, where people are actually going to care. Jim Curtin's not the way to do this. And Vonnie Sartini? Hell no. I do not want him. He's not even that good of a coach. I don't even think he's that good of a coach. Hell, you could leave the antics that he pulls, the blaspheming to the side, which he did do. I don't like it, but leave that to the side. He's just a trash coach anyway. Vancouver fired him for a reason. Schuster thinks they're worth more, that they could do more, and they do spend a good bit of money. He holds them down. So you're saying give him a blank check, but he can still hold our team down? Do I want Vonnie Sartini to walk through that door? Hell no. No. No Curtin, no Vonnie Sartini. The only person I trust out of the people that they probably obviously will go for in this situation is Bobby Smirniotis. That man is a winner. That man is a winner. that man is a winner. I believe in Bobby Smyrniotis. If it ain't him, we're screwed. Out of the obvious candidates. Now, there are, of course, some non-obvious candidates that I think would do fine. But do I think they'll look that deep? No. No. Because, again, the situation, they have time, but it's a bit weird. I don't want Sartini. I don't want Curtin. Tata, he ain't walking through that door. Sounds like he's dealing with a family problem. He ain't walking through that door, but I don't want him to anyway. So I wish him the best with his family. I pray for his family. I don't want him. So, Bobby Smyrniotis. If they're going with the obvious, that's who I endorse, is Bobby Smyrniotis. If they're going off the beaten path, there are other people I would name. Slaven Bilic, maybe. But there are other people I would name if they go off the beaten path. But if we're going off the obvious, I endorse Bobby Smyrniotis. Do I hope they go off the beaten path? Yes, I do. I really do hope they go off the beaten path, but I don't trust them to do that. So, that's my opinion. John Herdman, I wish you the best in your football career as a manager. I hope you get another job. I don't know if you will. Bon voyage! You did your best, and a drone took you out. It sounds like foreign policy from 10 years ago, but yeah, a drone took you out. I wish you the best. Okay. That's what I think. Will I miss Herdman? No. Do I wish him the best? Yeah. He lost his job because people went wild about something every other country does. But, hey, he's the one who fell on his sword. Well, and Bev Priestman did too, which was one of his best friends. Which is why she got the woman's job. After what, 2 years of Hunter Moeller? Yeah, so. Did he deserve to fall on his sword? No, not exactly. Is he that good of a manager, though, anyway? Do I lose sleep over it? No. Will I lose sleep over it if they hire Jim Curtin? Maybe. Maybe. That's just what I got to say. So with that being said, if you like this video, like and share, subscribe. You know what it is. Tell your friends. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell notification once subscribed. Send some chats on the live streams. Comment on this video. Put this in playlist. Share with friends and family. All that great stuff. I will see you tomorrow for my MLS conference final predictions. See you tomorrow. I'm Ron and I'm out. Peace. Goodbye, John. We hardly knew ye. Hardly knew ye, but we may have really knew ye. I don't know. See ya.